It's your boy Chad Rob, man. I got one of my Ace Boone Coons with me, man, for episode 16.
16?
Episode 16, man.
Wow.
But introduce yourself.
Man, what's going on, y'all? My name is Anthony Jones Jr., a.k.a. AJ, a.k.a. Tony,
Okay.
a.k.a. back in the day, Wee Wee. Hey, it's me.
That's what's
My
up.
boy
That's
Chad.
what's up,
Let's
man.
get it.
Hey, man. Hey, it's good to have you. Appreciate you
Hey,
coming through.
Appreciate you
Hey,
for having
for
me,
sure,
man.
for sure, man. For anybody that don't know, this is the hashtag iAMWHOiAM the podcast. Please, please, please stop by YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, everywhere you can take in podcasts. Stop by, leave your boy a comment. Let me know what you want to hear about. Let me know what you want to see. And leave me 5 stars, man, or thumbs up. You know, don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. You can leave me 5. It's okay to congratulate me. But on that note, man, just give him a little introduction about yourself, man. Tell him a little bit about yourself.
Man, you know what? Like I said, I told y'all my name. Born and raised in Blount County.
Tennessee, baby.
Hey, me and Chad go way back, play ball together, you know, married, 5 kids, you know, and shoot, in a nutshell, man, I guess they find out a little bit more about me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So man, we came up in the era where, you know, it was just a lot of gangster stuff going on, man. A lot of people was doing things outside of their character, outside of how we were raised, just to kind of, I don't want to say live like the song say, but it sure felt like that's how we were living when we were younger. And now we're seeing a lot of people that's been away since like the 90s and the early 2000s. They're coming home. Yeah. And it's kind of refreshing, but at the same time, it's scary because it's a different world out here between 99 and 2005 and 2010.
Even 2010.
Yeah,
so
I mean, what advice would you give someone that's just did, you know, I don't know, let's say you just did 15 years and you just now coming home and it's 2020 basically. Yeah. And you're able to access with a press of a button almost anything you can think of. Yeah. And actually have it delivered to your door, whether it be right or wrong. You know what I mean? So what advice would you give someone coming home that's just, you know, touchdown?
Man, when you just get home, especially, honestly, I don't even know how to wrap my mind around that. You know what I mean? Being gone that long. Like, I know 2 people, you know, one been gone 20, another one just got out. Family members, you know, was gone 14 and a half. You know, I actually got a cousin that was gone 25 and came back. Wow. You know, so for me to put my mind in that place, I can't. But what I can tell you is how it was then is not like it was now. Right. And if hustling put you in, I wouldn't sell nobody a bottle of water right now. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even be like, that game is over with now, you know? So, but one thing is good about, you know, where we at now, it's so many different ways to make money. It's so many different ways legally to make a living.
Yes, sir.
And I know a lot of people look at it like, man, I'm a felon, I can't get a job. But it's crazy because the people that's getting out, they getting jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be the job you want, but the job that you don't want is really the job that you need right now. Well, so you gotta humble yourself.
Yeah, well, it's crazy, man. A lot of big corporations have like a minimum requirement to hire ex-cons or felons or people with, you know, paperwork.
Man, and like me personally, I'm at this point like the smartest people. And this is my opinion, are the ones that got locked up. It's your hustlers. It's the people that know you just used your mind frame, your talent in the wrong area. Exactly. So imagine if you use that same talent when you get out, and you start a podcast, you start a t-shirt business. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You invest your money in the stock market and things of that nature. Just do it on the other side. Right. Man, use that same mentality. You still got the same mind. Just flip it over and do it, man. Yeah, you know?
what you said.
The avenues is there. Oh, you know, versus 99, 2000, they what?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
But now they there now.
Right.
You know? Right.
So yeah, it's crazy because like now, like you just said, man, just to piggyback off of it, like you could literally, you know, like for me, for example, with this podcast, you know, I was like, man, how in the world am I going to do this? So I Googled how to start a podcast.
Simple.
And boom.
Couldn't do that back in.
No, you would have to stumble, fall, hit your head. You know, by then you really like, I give up. Yeah. I don't want to do it. Yeah. So I've known you a long time, man, and I just want to say it here, man. I've watched you grow into a man And like, man, I'm like, man, wow, cuz like, I mean, like, bravo, man. Like,
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying?
that,
You did your
man.
thing, man. You
Appreciate
doing
it. Nah,
and
you
you
did your
doing
thing.
your
You
thing.
doing your thing, though,
and
man.
I'm you know, I'm so impressed, man, and I brag on you all the time, anytime I can, man. I just want to know kind of what was that turning point, you know, to kind of turn you to Christ. If you don't know, and this is what I was trying to get him to say, he is a preacher. He preaches the gospel, and for somebody like me knowing him from yay high, like, it's so impressed. So I give y'all an example. Like, me and this man used to, you know, we used to be really into the women, like really into them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I hadn't seen him in a while. And we ran into each other at the gym. And you know, I'm still a little backslider. I'm a turn. I'm gonna check it out, see what's going on. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, we were talking rapping, and this little fine little thing. While by something back in the day, we jumped down on, you know, probably had it in the gym. You know what I mean? But he didn't even notice her. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh wow, you know, from that point on, man, I was like, wow, I need to get my stuff together. So, man, I guess I said all that to say, what brought you to Christ?
Man, listen, man, I'm gonna give a little bit of, and it's crazy because you hear stories about people coming to Christ on TV. You hear these crazy testimonies, and I was like, to me, that's just so far fetched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm one of them crazy testimonies, man. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you like this, like, I was in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
I was selling dope. I was on ecstasy real bad. You know what I'm saying?
See, I didn't know. I
was on ecstasy real bad, man. And I was in the streets clubbing, selling ecstasy. I was selling dope. And my wife, before we got married, was she pregnant? Yeah, she was pregnant at the time. And she had quit going out.
Oh, okay.
And she was going to church. And I wouldn't go. And I was like, I'm not going to church, man. Like, I'm still high from last night. You know what I mean? Like, you go. I'm not going. I'm not going to listen. And so I wasn't going to church. I wasn't doing nothing. And man, I kid you not, like, one day I got up and I went to work. At this time, let me get my thoughts together. I was working, and it was like God started speaking to me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I didn't know what it was exactly at that point in time, but I knew God was speaking to me. Right. So I was still taking ecstasy. I was still doing these things, and I remember going to the club, and I remember the Malibu on the east side. This is where I was at, Malibu.
Y'all don't know nothing
if
about
y'all know about the Malibu.
Don't know nothing about it.
I was in there
faithfully. Google it. You better Google it.
I had my picture on the wall in there.
Shay, what you said?
I remember seeing, it was a couch. I'll never forget, it was a couch back there, and I was sitting on this couch. And me and my wife, we weren't married now. Yeah. And I remember sitting on this couch. And then when you in these environments, you can't smell the smoke.
Oh, no.
You in there. You know what I mean? And I remember sitting there. It was the first time I smelled the smoke. Wow. And it stunk. You know what I'm saying? I was like, and it wasn't just the smoke. It was like I could smell all type of stuff in there. Wow. And I was like, man, it's stinking here, man. This is crazy. Like, stinking to where I couldn't take it.
Right.
And I remember I was sitting like this, and I looked up, and I could see the demons. I could literally see them. Okay, so, and I wasn't high. Lie, y'all, I wasn't high now. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I know. I was like, I know I wasn't high.
Right.
So I was looking, and I could see my homeboys, and I could see everybody, and I could see the demon in them, and I could see the demons around them.
Wow.
And I was looking, and I was like, man, it's stinking here. And I remember I was like, I wasn't praying, but I was praying. I was like, God, man, this is crazy. And it was clear as day. God said, you look like that, and you smell like that. And it was something that just hit me. I got up, I left the club. I went to the crib, left, came home, had to go to work, text my wife, and was like, man, we got to get married. I had started reading my Bible.
Oh, okay.
And I had a King James Bible. And I couldn't even understand what I was reading.
Right.
So I was reading the Bible, and man, God was speaking to me, man. Stuff that it was weird, man.
Yeah.
And he was telling me I had to get married because we was living together, but we weren't married.
Yeah. I've been there.
And we was fussing at the time because she was trying to get me out the streets.
Gotcha.
And I was staying in them, so we weren't even talking. So I texted her, and I was like, we got to get married. And she was like, huh? What you mean we got to get married? And she was like, we got to go to counseling or something.
Yeah.
I said, God didn't tell me nothing about no counseling. And she said, oh, you talking to God now? I said, I don't know if I'm talking to him, but he talking to me.
Right.
And I said, we got to get married. And she was like, well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm at work now. I'm calling chaplains, trying to get everything set up from work.
Oh, so that was quick then.
It's like a Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
When I got home, I had everything set up. I called my brother. He was like, wait, you want to go to Vegas before you do this? I said, God didn't tell me nothing about no Vegas either. And then it was blowing everybody out. So I walk in the house, and wifey, we were doing talking, and I was like, man, I got on the computer at home. I said, look, everything's set up. We get married Saturday. You know, wow. I called my brother. He was like, well, you got a suit? I said, I ain't got no suit. I'm just wearing my work stuff, man. Like, I'm going to do it. He said, man, go to Goodies. Get size. Send me your sizes. Yeah. I'm going to get you a suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. At least you had somebody. At least you had somebody to kind of, at least slow you down that much to get,
Exactly. He live in North Carolina, so I sent him the sizes. He got us a chalet and everything. And told wifey. My mama and daddy, we only had no rings, bro.
Oh, wow.
My mama gave me $100. I had no money for no rings. My mama gave me $100. Wow. With the Walmart, got these little fake rings.
Yeah.
And that Saturday, we drove up to Gatlinburg, man. And like, it was like one day I was in the streets. Next day, they was like, where we at? What's going on? Like, my homeboys I was running with I was gone. I tell you what, my homeboy Jamel.
Oh, yeah.
I called him. I said, hey, bro. I'm getting married. Anybody need to know where I'm at? You just go tell them. I done dipped off, man. I got saved. I'm changing my life. I got married. I'm going to get married. I'm gone. Wow. That's it. He's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Went up there, and nobody came to the wedding. My brother came. He bought 2 friends that I really didn't know. Yeah. My mother-in-law came. She bought a couple friends that we didn't know. Wow. That was it. And we came back. And we've been married 12 years, man.
12 years.
Yeah, so that was like my journey to change, man. Yeah,
wow.
I've been going ever since, man.
Well, it's crazy to me because I saw that in you that day at the gym. Like, I think I even told you that.
Yeah,
and I was like, wow, man, like I could see that in you. And it was so refreshing because, I battled with my own demons. And I remember a time, I bet it was about 05, 06, 07 when I tried to make the change. And I did. But I backslidden since then. But I remember I was sitting on my buddy's couch. We was playing Madden. I never forget it. And we were smoking some of that Crippy. I was in Florida. They call it Crippy, right? So I was sitting there on the couch, man. Nothing different about this day. Yeah. And I tap it, and all of a sudden I panic. You know what I'm saying? I felt trapped. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in an apartment and I felt trapped. So I walked to the door and I opened the door. And I was like, okay, I can leave. Yeah. So I said, okay, I'm good. But I sit down, right? And I was heating up some chicken. Yeah. So I get the chicken out and I go to eat the chicken. When I tell you this chicken was so hot, cuz I dropped the chicken, I freak out. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm in hell." And so since then I haven't smoked. Yeah. I won't even touch no weed. You know what I'm saying? I haven't smoked. I haven't done any of that. I still drink a little bit. Yeah. But yeah. So I definitely feel you on that whole. Yeah. You got to do it now. Mentality is like it's necessary, and that's how I kind of feel about like. Chasing your dreams or chasing whatever you want to do. Yeah. You just got to get started.
That's the thing.
Because you're going to get better as you go.
And that's the thing. Like when you say getting started, that's the thing about faith. In the Bible don't want you to it don't say have big faith. It says mustard seed faith. So you just got to get started. It's like you take the first step starting this podcast. You take the first step doing what God tells you to do. Right. He's going to do the rest. You know what I'm saying? You think about anybody that's big, that's made it, and you listen to their story. Yeah. It all started with one little small thing. Gosh, and God blew that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And it's like we want to blow up now.
Today.
We want yesterday. It today. Yeah, yesterday. And God is like, he's like, he hit me all the time. It's like, it don't work like that. Right. I need you to take this step because this journey I got you on, if I just give you the end result, one, you may not be ready for it. Right. And two, that end result may not be nothing because it's not about you. It's about people that's coming behind you that you could be like, listen, this is what I did. This is what I went through. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's a lot to the story.
It's a lot to it, man. It's a lot to the story,
because don't nobody want to hear like, I started today. I was on tomorrow. Then we was in Paris Wednesday. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to hear that.
That to me, I call that and then they don't disrespect to nobody.
If it happened to you, it's bravo.
It ain't no bravo, but I call it like the Donald Trump syndrome. Because like Donald Trump, his daddy was rich. His daddy hit him with some money, and he just been there. You know what I'm saying? Been rich ever since. So it's like I respect more of a story. You know what I'm saying? We sitting here at this table, and 5 years from now, you got 1 million views. And it's like, hey, man, you remember we sitting in your living room, man?
And I'll be like, I remember. You know what I'm saying? Come on down to Key West on the podcast. You know what I mean?
And you tell your story, man. And that's what people want to hear, man. People want to hear that struggle, man.
Yeah. So speaking of the struggle, so now you you're in it. Like you found Christ, you in it.
Yeah.
Tell me about the journey to want to bring others, like preaching the gospel. How did that come about?
So when I first got saved and I changed my life, I was just really, first of all, I had to separate myself.
Okay.
Anything you do, you got to separate yourself, because it's going to be some haters. It's going to be some people that's going to bring you down.
Right.
And that's what the enemy does.
Yeah.
You get this thing going. You got this nice setup in here, but you let the wrong person in your circle.
Yeah.
He can bring this down and have you like, man, forget this.
Right.
So I separated myself, man. So when I separated myself, I used to rap. We all rap back in the day.
I try to tell all y'all we was snapping like they just missed us, man. They just missed us, man. Yeah, we just didn't. But we would have took that fame and money, and then we wouldn't be here talking right now.
Yeah. It was back in the day. That's what we done. We was rapping. You know, Boiler Room. Boiler Room still. Volunteer Sound. Shout out to Mac. But so I was like, man, I used to rap. And I was like, well, I'm going to switch this to gospel rap. So that's what I started doing. So I came out with I kid you not, I dropped my first mixtape. Matt J basically produced it for me.
I do remember that.
And it was called Are You Saved, right?
Yeah.
I dropped it in like 2 weeks, bro.
Wow.
There's like 18 tracks on it. And then I dropped it. And I remember taking it to my church. And I was like, man, I'm doing Christian rap.
Yeah.
And I went to a older style church at the time.
Yeah.
I remember my pastor was listening to it. And he was like, man, you could do that in front of the church. In my mind, this is crazy though.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was the first Christian rapper ever.
Well, yeah,
because I had never listened to it.
Yeah, I thought you was.
It's a whole nother avenue of world out there with it, man. There's music out there, man. Thistle, Lecrae, Flame.
Lecrae, I have heard Lecrae. I think
Steve Malcolm, dude. These cats, like, Thistle just got shot not too long ago in his hood of St. Louis. Had a shootout with a dude giving the gospel.
Why you gonna shoot somebody?
You know what I'm saying? This stuff is really going on. So when I came out with Are You Saved Volume 1, and I found that it's a whole nother group of folks just like me. Like, I'm not crazy. Like, this is really
you ain't crazy. You
you
definitely
know
ain't crazy.
Saying? So I came out with that CD at Are You Saved Volume 1, Are You Saved Volume 2, and I was going through the traditions of the church, became a deacon, me and my homeboy, we got a group called 2 for 1. Shout out to Al.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? We came out with a mixtape called Beats Ain't Got Souls.
Oh, wow.
And what that CD is we using everybody else's instrumentals like Lil Wayne, all them, and putting the gospel on it. So we call it Beats Ain't Got Souls.
Word up.
We came out with Beats Ain't Got Souls, Volume 1, Volume 2, man. We came out with the ministry nonprofit Above the Norm.
Wow.
Which is, you know what I'm saying? So God was just shifting us through all this.
Yeah.
And man, I'm still in it, man. It's the journey still going, man. And in the midst of that, I started preaching, man.
Wow.
So in the midst of it, man, I'm still in this journey.
Wow.
Still going through. Still got my demons I battle with.
Oh yeah, we all do.
You know,
yeah, we all do.
You know, it's one thing I found out about this gospel, man.
Okay.
And I think me and you talked at the gym. It's not about these buildings that we go to. It's a relationship, like for real. And I had to learn that. I had to go through the tradition. I had to go through to get my foundation. But once I started reading that gospel and saying, okay, God, what do you want? What do you want me to do?
Right.
Not what's pleasing to everybody else. Not what everybody else is doing.
Right.
What you got for me? Because we all leaders, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like what I'm doing may not work for you.
Right.
But God got a certain set of people that's behind you that you don't even realize. They watching every move that you make.
Man, you said something.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't lead who God want me to lead being like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because we two totally different people. We two totally different, like, I go ahead. Unless I call you or see you at the gym, I don't even run into you.
Exactly.
So that's how many different eyes we both got.
Man.
You see what I'm saying?
And then the gospel teaches us be the hands and feet of Jesus.
Wow.
So if it teaches us that, I can't put you down for what you're doing.
Right.
God got you. And that's what's wrong with the gospel with churches now.
Yeah, and that's
they
kind of
want the domination. They want to put this church down over here.
Yeah.
And want to put this church down over here and lift that church up. But wait a minute, that's not the hands and feet. This church is doing what this church is supposed to do.
Yeah.
This church is doing what this church is supposed to do with this person, because the church is the people, not the
right.
building.
Church is the people. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So these
Hold
person doing.
Hold on, everybody. I'm gonna restart the podcast because it cuts off here a second. My bad. We back.
Oh, we back. Okay. Yeah. So this person does what this person supposed to do. This person does what this person supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not gonna put you down.
Right.
I don't know what God's speaking to you about doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it say something about don't judge either.
It's what it say.
Yeah.
So it's like if I go to the hood.
Yeah.
I go out and holler at my homeboys.
Oh yeah.
The difference between me and some people that try to go out there and preach down to them is the fact that I go and talk to them as if I'm one of them.
Well, you
know
are,
what I'm saying?
though.
I am.
Yeah.
So when I come, I may not Jesus you to death. We may talk about the game or something.
Can't.
But they know what I'm about.
So I'll give you an example of how that shows. So when I asked you, I said, hey, you want a beer? You was like, no, I don't drink.
Yeah.
That little bit. And then you in the hood, you with your homeboys.
Yeah.
Hey man, you want to hit this? No, I'm good. Let's keep talking about the championship. Let's keep talking about this. You know what I'm saying? That alone resonates more with people than you staying away and being holier than thou.
And all it takes is saying something like that. So now you know I don't drink. So if you're going somewhere and you want me to come along, you know certain things like, hey, I can have AJ come through. You know what I'm saying? Or I can ask him, but he probably won't come through.
Yeah.
It ain't it's just not his.
His thing.
It's not his thing.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people do is, man, I can't go over and holler at Chad because Chad drink.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Because if I know you don't drink, guess what? We're not gonna do.
We're not gonna drink. You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? I'm not doing.
But and that's man, this thing is so bigger than that because it's like you can still drink and not bother me.
Exactly.
But this is scripture, dude. The scripture even says, if meat offends your brother, don't even eat in front of him. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that hard.
If I wouldn't even have finished the one I had, but I opened it. You see what I'm saying?
But see, it don't. I think we better than that.
Yeah. No, I'm not offending you, but at the same time, I don't know what you're dealing with. Maybe it's hard for you to say no to alcohol.
It could be.
You know what I'm saying? That's like me walking into a girl house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough for me to go in there and come out straight.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go there because I can't come out straight. And I would hope you wouldn't throw that at my feet. Yeah. Same thing with alcohol or anything else. Different people.
And it's crazy you just said that because that's scripture too. Because the Bible says, "Resist the devil, he will flee. Draw near to God, he draw near to you."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you got to resist that temptation.
Right.
It's common sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put myself.
Well, it's common sense, but at the same time, it's like
you know what I mean. But
it's wisdom too. I'm getting older. I'm like, nah, I better not.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, I better not because I know if I go, I'm not saying that I may do something, but I ain't gonna put myself in a position to even let anything. Yeah,
because I don't want the option.
You don't want the option.
Yeah, it's either A or nothing. You know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, and then so on the last thing on that, man, and we can switch gears, but so you just recently had was it your first sermon?
No, what my first sermon?
Oh, okay.
I've been preaching for a minute.
So I want to hear about your first one.
Oh,
that's what I'm really asking. I want to hear about all this transition, this change up until that first time you got in the pulpit and you preached the gospel. That's what I want to hear about.
The first, I don't barely even remember it, man. It was
tell me what you remember leading up into it.
It was. I remember it. I tell you this.
Okay.
I remember standing in front of the mirror, reading it, reciting everything. You know what I'm saying? Getting my points down. You know, I still had my studio at my old house.
Okay.
And I had two of the old school speakers like your mama and them sat back in the day.
Yes, sir.
I had them on top of each other like it was a podium. And I was walking back and forth, practicing my sermon and everything. I invited everybody to come through it, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was screaming and hollering and trying to get all the amens and all this, man. And it was just the excitement. It was more exciting. It was the excitement, the fact that I felt God really called me to do something, and that was the excitement part of it. It was just real exciting to me. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the sermon that I preached, it was the first sermon that I preached at my church I go to now.
Okay.
And I know we're about to switch subjects, but I go to an all-white church.
Wow. Tell me about that.
I go to an all-white
church.
Tell
me about that.
So basically, and then real quick, it's just I'm real big on diversity.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm in an interracial marriage.
You in an interracial marriage, and I'm big. And we with the William Blount.
Oh yeah.
Blount County is very diverse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I went to an all-black church first. There was no diversity, and I felt like the way this world is going, we segregating ourselves again. Right. So we chose to go to this church, Merville Vineyard, great church. At William Blount Drive. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not nothing against anybody. This is the first sermon that I actually preached where I felt like I was myself.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of times, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of times we and it's no disrespect to anybody.
No, I don't. Yeah, no.
But when you go to certain churches, everybody sounds the same. Everybody mimics, especially in the black church. Everybody mimics.
What's a style?
And what's a style? And they scream. I'm not knocking anything, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's
you
style,
know.
though.
And I was like, am I being myself, or am I being like pastor such and such, or being, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is the first time that I put something together. And I didn't know what I was. It was me. It was me being myself and giving you what God gave me the way I needed to give it, from the way that I dressed, from the way that I talked, from the way that I maneuvered everything.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? So it was just
like
that. It was like I experienced that freedom.
Yeah.
In Christ for the first time. You know what I'm saying? But it was nice, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, yeah, man. I mean, I'm proud of you, man.
I'm proud of you, dog.
I appreciate
it,
man.
Now, you said all that about me, but at the same time, when I seen you,
I
was like, man, Chad doing this thing, man. Working out in the gym. You married, got beautiful kids, man.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing right, man.
Yeah.
You know, so don't think that, man, Chad doing this thing, y'all.
Man, I'm just a day at a time, man. I'm trying to inspire someone that's like us or like me. Or like you, just to do it. Whatever it is, just do it. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose,
this
man.
Dude be in the gym.
But you,
hey,
man, I had bodybuilding dreams, man. I had bodybuilding aspirations. But I did it though.
You did it, but at the same time, this cat be in the gym. I'll be like, please don't take your shirt off. Leave that sweatshirt on. Hey, look, he leave that sweatshirt on. Don't come in here making me look bad, man.
Only, you know when I take it off. When I see that pretty paint, man. When they got them red leggings and they gotta get hot in there a little bit. But yeah, that's just you know how that is.
Let me tell you what he said. Well, he didn't even know I heard it. He was working out right. This off the stuff. This funny.
Yeah.
He was killing. I don't know. He was doing some arms. And one dude, I'm gonna tell you, he get focused when he in the gym.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is.
Dude said. He called you little or something. Yeah. You said, I'm a lot of things, but I ain't little. Like, I said, boy, this dude on it, boy. He said, I'm a lot of things, but I ain't little. Don't disrespect me like that.
Yeah, nah, don't do that. Not on arm day. Yeah, not on arm day. Yeah, you better say that on leg day. And I'll be like, well, I guess so. I'm trying. I'm working, man. I got them black people legs. But yeah, speaking of legs and physical activity, man, who you got in the national championship? Switching type, you know I gotta talk about some sports. You know I gotta talk about
Clemson, man.
You going Clemson?
I'm going Clemson, man. I'm going Clemson strictly because ain't nobody talking about them, man. Them kids drilling everybody, man. You got hometown heroes on that team, Oak Ridge, Catholic boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Has Clemson had a close game?
Just North Carolina, and that's why they're getting all this flack. That's why they're ranked number 3. Just because of that game.
But they whooped out last year. They whooped. Well, this they got to prove. They whooped Alabama last year. Yeah,
they did whoop Alabama.
They done breezed through. If you the best, you done breezed through everybody.
Yeah.
Clemson,
and they know it don't really get tough to the playoffs too. They know that they've been there before.
It wouldn't surprise me. Wait a minute, who playing this? LSU.
You got LSU versus Oklahoma. Okay. And then you got Clemson versus Ohio State.
I think this is just me.
Yeah.
I think Oklahoma gonna win. Beat LSU.
I said the same. I picked LSU, but I said that because your boy Hurts. He know all about LSU.
Man, I'm telling you, I think Oklahoma gonna beat LSU. Clemson gonna beat Ohio State.
Wow, you
but
said something.
But I think Clemson gonna win it all. I think Clemson gonna win it all. I'm telling you, man.
Wow. Okay. That's hey. Well, I pick LSU, but I like what you said. You preaching that gospel as usual. So everybody come through the podcast, man. I gotta ask them, man. You know, top 5 rappers of all time. All time, man. All time. So, and rappers could be any rappers.
Yeah.
It could be if you got one bar, one song, one. It don't matter about money, fame, who gets you through your top 5 of all time.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man.
In order too. It's gotta be in order. It's gotta be in order.
At least
it can go from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5. However you want to do it.
I'm gonna go from 5 to least 1 the greatest.
Of
all time.
Yours. Just yours.
Mine.
Nobody else's.
Mine of all time.
Yeah.
Number 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. These rappers nowadays, this era, I ain't feeling none of them.
Yeah. No, I can dig it.
They ain't talking about nothing, man.
Yes, we were just talking about this. It's like we went from drug dealing music to drug using music.
Yeah, man, they ain't talking about nothing, man. You can't even understand what they saying no more. Yeah. But I'm gonna go number 5 of all time. I'm gonna go Pop first.
Wow. Okay.
Of all time, I'm gonna go
Number
Pop
5?
first.
Okay.
Number 5 and number 4, I'm gonna go with Jay-Z. Number 4, all time. We talking all time.
Okay, and I want to say something on Jay-Z because on this podcast I always disrespect Jay-Z, and I say I never felt him, but I forgot about that song. I got 99 problems, but I forgot about that. I did like that one, so I'm gonna give him some slack. I forgot about that.
I'm gonna tell you what song. Well, I really let that song cry. Jay-Z. I never seen it calm down my eyes, but I gotta make this song cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that whole album was about the same album, wasn't it? Or maybe not.
It might have been Song Cry was before that.
Yeah. But he came behind it with
that. He came. Yeah. You know, so I got Pop, Jay-Z. I'm talking about lyrics. I'm a big on lyrics.
Hey, whatever. It's your 5.
Nas number 3.
Ooh, okay.
Nas, if you just listen, Nas spit a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, I like Nas.
Number 3. No, I'm gonna take. I got. Nas. No, Nas number 3. Lecrae, man. I'm gonna put Lecrae at number 2.
Wow.
You know,
okay.
I want y'all bump Lecrae, man.
Okay.
Bump
I've heard one of his songs with he had what's that dude out of Atlanta making the beats?
Zaytoven.
Yeah, I heard that. I think I heard a song with him and Zaytoven.
He got a whole album with Zaytoven.
I need to check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna type it in. I'm gonna type it in today when I go to the gym.
I'm gonna say Lecrae. No, you know what? I'm gonna put Lecrae. I'm gonna name another one. I'm gonna put 2, Lecrae and Bizzle. At number 2 spot. I gotta do that. Them 2 right there, lyric wise.
See, I ain't never heard Bizzle.
Man, you got Chet Bizzle. Chet Bizzle. Lecrae and Bizzle at number 2. And these are Christian artists.
Okay, cool.
This is my 5 all time.
Yeah.
And my number 1, lyrics, everything, Eminem, man. Eminem number 1 right now, man. And I'm just saying that just because ain't nobody even want to touch Eminem. They want to, everybody that they try to beef with Eminem, you know.
So have you heard any of that Nick Cannon Eminem
man.
beef?
What's Nick Cannon thinking, man? This is my thing with Nick Cannon.
Okay.
The last interview he done, he said Eminem was his favorite rapper. And now you gonna beef with him, and then come on, man. Everybody know, even on Wild and that, what they crack on Eminem about all. I mean,
he can't rap.
He can't rap, and you gonna try to beef with Eminem? Come on, man. That's why Eminem ain't responded. Come on, man.
So you heard the latest one?
I heard the one that Nick Cannon done.
So just him by himself?
Yeah,
where he sampled Eminem's voice?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
So check this out.
The one when he talked about.
I ain't gonna play the whole song. I just want you to hear this first part of the song. Hold up, it's got them ads and stuff. All right, so turn on, blow the speakers out.
Remember what Ice Cube said? Oh yeah, it ain't over, motherfucker.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, I didn't know Nick Cannon be doing that.
How you going? This all I got.
Here's a line on there. Here's what they think about you. 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 Here's what they think. Here's what they think about you.
I didn't realize it was like all this, but hold on.
Here's what they think about you.
Like,
here's what they think about you.
but if you look at the video, it's shot well.
Yeah.
I mean, for some beef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what the world coming to. You beefing on this now, man. Like,
Here's what they think about you.
Where you gonna feel some swag pressure right now.
Nick Cannon was on Nickelodeon, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's how he got most of his money.
Yeah.
I think you and him will have to go.
Here's what they think about you.
So I just want you to hear this one part right here when it come in.
Here's what they
I
think
didn't
about you.
plan on taking it to that level, man. I didn't want it to, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want it to get to that level.
You might be on the losing team.
Hopefully it doesn't, but
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you.
He do be letting his tongue go though.
That's
I would
what
say
I'm
that.
saying,
Yeah,
man.
he be letting his tongue go.
Here's what they think about you.
That pussy got him neutered. Tried to tell him this chick's a nut job, or he
Here's
got
what they
his
think
toes
about
clipped.
Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. You're not gonna do shit. Here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about.
But check this out too. Look how many dislikes he got versus
the likes. Because you know what was getting me. I can't respect that. You know, and you know I don't really listen to music like that no more. But you started in Nickelodeon.
Yep.
Think about it.
You ain't in the. You not street. You not. That's not you. Like.
Disrespecting our queens for years.
So check this. This is what I want you to hear.
Why don't you tell them how you really feel, Marshall?
Black girls are bitches. Black girls are dumb.
What?
Black girls are bitches. Black
What
girls
you
are
say,
dumb.
Em?
Black girls are bitches.
You might win some, but you just lost one.
Black girls are bitches. Black girls are dumb.
What?
Black girls are bitches. Black girls are dumb.
Motherfucker, what?
Man,
You see what I'm saying?
Listen, I see what you
Yeah,
said.
you see what I'm saying?
I
You
see
see
what
what
you
I'm
saying.
saying?
But think about this.
Okay.
If we always had a camera around us for every dumb thing that we say, you know what I'm saying? If you
I'm glad I
Nick,
asked you about that,
man,
dude.
if you Nick Cannon and you had to dig that far to bring that up to win, come on, man. You was on Nickelodeon, man. You was on Nickelodeon, man. Eminem from 8 Mile, man. Eminem came from the gutter, man. You was on Nickelodeon, man. Like I don't even. Come on, man.
All right, word up. So enough said on that. Then. So speaking of respecting our black women,
Hey, he turned this the whole part. Hey, we went from Jesus, me preaching, and he done put on Nick Cannon talking about, hey, listen to this real quick.
he said Eminem was his favorite rapper, so I had to see if he still was after the beat.
I'm just saying, it's when you go with, look, he got me trying to, I got to justify it now, look. Lyrics, wordplay.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying all the way around of all time. Because listen to me. The reason I put Pocket number 5 is because Pac's era got cut so short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had so much.
He said
left in
how
the tank,
much,
man.
yeah, and
Like,
he had a lot of wisdom. His time, he was 20-something when he died, man. You know what I'm
he didn't even
saying?
tell us what he wanted to tell us yet.
He was cut short, man.
Yeah, he didn't even tell us yet, man.
And Hove, just the fact that he was number 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
Hove
yeah,
at
yeah.
number 4. You know his lyrics. He really spit some real.
I mean, he
stuff.
did make $1 billion, and he does have Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
You got Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
And even if he can't rap, you get that.
You know, and Nas, I think Nas,
like
is
Nas.
very knowledgeable person, man. Every song that he does, it's just a lot of wisdom in his songs.
I would give
man.
Nas credit, man, because the first rap song I actually like, besides "Dear Mama," I don't know if I Rule the World. I think if I Rule the World was before "Dear Mama."
I think so,
but I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But I remember listening to that song with Lauryn Hill, being like, I had that feeling, like,
man,
wow.
Nas he was real knowledgeable, and Lecrae and Bizzle, I'm putting him at number 2.
I'm gonna check out Bizzle. I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna check out that whole Lecrae album because I ain't heard the whole album.
Lecrae and Bizzle, man, I'm telling you, man, they real about no cussing, no nothing, man.
Yeah.
And Eminem all around, just lyrics, just his mindset, the way he think.
Yeah, he spit.
You know, it ain't got nothing. And I'm gonna let y'all know, I'm a man of God now, but this is my top 5 of all time lyrics and everything.
Yeah,
you know,
you can be. I think you can be a man of God. And appreciate talent.
Yeah, I appreciate talent. I'm like Eminem. He just one of them cats. Like, if Eminem drops something right now, I don't care who you are. If you know that name, you want to hear what he got to say.
Yeah, I do. I mean, if you ever bored, listen to that verse he put on Fat Joe song.
Yeah, I mean,
you heard.
I heard that.
Oh, you
too.
heard that? Yeah, bumping, man.
You know,
bumping.
and I just, just all around, man.
So I'm gonna because we're about to run out. All right, so I want you to check this out, man. I saw this the other day. I ran across this.
Breaking right now, the school resource officer seen slamming a child to the ground twice has been fired.
We first told you about this incident at Vance County Middle School on Friday. CBS 17's Michael Hyland joining us live right now in Henderson with the latest twist in this investigation.
And we just found out this morning the deputy who you're about to see in this video has lost his job. Previously, he'd been on paid administrative leave.
They put him on leave at first.
CBS 17 obtained this video late last week. You see the deputy slam a student to the ground twice before dragging him down a hallway. It happened Thursday afternoon at Vance County Middle School.
Seeing this?
The SRO was a deputy with the Vance County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff has not released his name.
So
the State Bureau of
I ain't seen that.
So the first thing I took from that is the guy was black. The deputy.
The deputy was black. Okay.
Second thing I took from it is he still didn't get fired immediately. Now he did get fired quicker than most cops do.
Yeah.
But he still got his administrative leave first.
Yeah.
So, and then the third thing I noticed is that he did get fired quicker than a white man that would have got caught in the same situation did.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying is, and not to be biased on either way, but I know what people are going to say. Well, we don't know what if this was, we're just going to speak to what it was. I guess it was a black deputy and a black kid.
Okay.
So is it taken as serious when it's black on black, even if it's the police, than if it would have been a white student and a black cop, or vice versa?
Man, I think it's all messed up.
Oh yeah, there you have it.
It's all, you know what I'm saying? I think right now, man, it's a tender subject, but honestly, let's look at how it is, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of unarmed black people being murdered by white cops.
Right,
Let's call it like it is.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, there are still white cops killing white people, and there's still black cops killing black people.
Yep.
And right here, you just seen a black cop, and it was a black student.
Yeah, it looked like it was a black student.
You know,
I'm pretty sure it was.
And at the end of the day, whether the student,
well, it's grayed out. You can't really tell. Yeah, yeah.
Well, whether the color of the student, the color of the cop, or what it is, that video.
Yeah, that's definitely a black
video,
cop. Though,
whether you white or black, that video should have been automatic, just gone.
Yeah,
no administrative,
nothing. Like, why can't we get past putting these cops that commit crimes? Like, I get an investigation has to be done, but if you're on tape doing something wrong, you should be fired first, then investigated.
Yeah.
Bring them back if you figure out it wasn't no crime committed.
It's that paperwork. It's that paperwork. It's that.
So that's what it is.
Cops are union. You know what I'm saying? It's paperwork. So you got to think about it like, you know, regardless, you know, when you're a police officer, I respect the police officer.
Yeah, no doubt. They got a tough job.
Yeah, you got a tough job. But at the end of the day, you sign up, you got some protection. You know, it's part of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you do something like that. Like, I think he knew when he seen the video and they probably called him in the office like, I'm done, I'm fired, you know.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the paperwork and the process that you get just for being in that situation.
I'm glad I asked you that because I never thought about it.
You know what I mean?
It's just the paperwork.
It's the paperwork. And people look at it, you know, you could look at it white cop, black cop, whatever. At the end of the day, man, regardless of what you do, if a life is taken or somebody is being hurt or abused to that nature, man, we humans, man. Humanity, man.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, we got to think about it this way. If you're a police officer, I'm holding you to a higher standard because of the oath. You take an oath that you took.
Yeah.
So, and I get it, you human.
Yeah.
I get it. It's some knuckleheads that's going to come at you the wrong way.
Right.
But that's why you took that oath.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I'm a man of God. Mm-hmm. I got an oath that I took to God. So if you see me after we do this and I'm on the corner smoking a blunt, you can be like, hold on.
I'm with me personally, I'll be like, bruh, man. Will, let's talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk what you got going on, man. Because I looked at you like
but
this.
I see what you're saying.
You know
but I definitely see what you're saying.
It's an oath. It's a certain oath, man, that I think that we don't realize. We look at the oath. So if you a cop, automatically, I know you human. I know you think. I know you got emotions. I know you got feelings. You could go to work and your wife done made you mad and you snap. I can't take that away from you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do know you took an oath.
Yeah.
So if I do smack you in your face or spit in your face, I know I'm testing you, but you took an oath. You ain't supposed to shoot me. You know what I'm saying? You take me down, you know what I'm saying? But then that's the gray area, man, because we human.
Yeah, we are human.
We human. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it was wrong what this guy did.
Yeah.
Dead wrong. 100% wrong.
Yeah.
But what if he had a bad day at home?
Yeah.
What if his wife just left him? What if somebody just died? What if something? I'm not giving that an excuse because that is wrong. He should be fired.
Yeah.
But we still human.
Yeah.
That's the hard part about life, man.
Yeah,
that's the hard part about it, man.
One decision just changes everything.
And then we don't give forgiveness for nothing. Like, if that's my kid, it'd be hard for me to forgive.
Yeah, well, we're gonna definitely have to have a meeting.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah,
face to face, no phone call. We gotta come.
We gotta come
see.
face to face.
I gotta come.
I gotta pray real hard.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, we human, man, and that's I hadn't seen that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, yeah, we running out of time, unfortunately, on my memory card. So we got to do this again, though. For
Yeah,
sure.
man,
For
this
sure,
was
for
nice,
sure,
man.
I
This was
appreciate you
nice,
coming
man.
through, man. Thank
Man, I
you,
appreciate
thank
you
you.
for letting me come through.
And man, I remember when, man, we would just run these streets crazy, run holes in that pavement, boy. So to see where you've come, man, it's an honor to have you on here, man. And
honor to be here, man.
yeah, but anyway, man, episode 16.
Yeah.
Hashtag I am who I am. Search me, check me out. Let them know where they can find you real quick.
Hey, real quick, I'm on Facebook, Anthony, Tony, AJ, Junior Jones, whatever. Above the Norm, hashtag it. If you're on Facebook or social media, Twitter, hashtag Above the Norm, and my stuff will pop up, man. Real talk.
Word up.
Love God, love people. Peace out.
I'll be back. Yo, what up? Thank you for watching the video. It's your boy Chad Rob. Don't forget, comment, subscribe. Press that notification bell so you can see what's coming next. And as always, I'll be back. Yeah.